na be kasai. Not just say it's going to bring the party together.
And you know, on your why are you selecting a presidential candidate to be able to go out there and campaign? The run of the party is not the presidential candidate's duty. The running of this party is not in the hands of any presidential candidate. Do you understand?
Me too.
Unless they are a dereliction of duty. Say the mama na unti menye na so bi na meye ma. Don't believe. Omopa omuye na omo athletic of omu na kasa to go and defend it. What omo ya defend this adno. Show mu din. Bomu din. You be na oti aboboy. Omo ko defend this adno. I don't know more macro for kwana go fongo kasa. John Board is a former general secretary. Why are you not calling these people to come out to speak to it? Why the same face, the same voices in the beer? Can't you tell me?
You think it's deliberate, right?
Oh, of course it's deliberate. Of course it's deliberate. But you see, we are not going to allow them to do it because you're perceived by power. If you're not going to allow some personal interest, to subvert the interest of the majority, we're not going to allow it. You're perceived by power. And by power, we will be a vote. We don't want a situation where you say, I'm going to be a theatre. Yes, I hear it. It's the idea, you say Democratic Party. You will be a candidate Pesoka. You will be a Fana Jemra. Not a Babu party. It's just a conference. Put in the motion form and table it. Or the banner do not say, yeah, you're back to a banner. Yeah, but only think I say, National Council take a decision. In addition, I'm taking a final. Let me tell you, let me feel say officers be resource in Yano. Now officers in Obian Kubio. Oh, yes. Now resource when I don't catch you on to about.
It's only first vice chair, Chairman Buti. Yeah, job Trump, maybe out here.
We are concerned you.
National executives now almost fail. Yeah, or no count on him.
Kasa, or the Wabusa question, the Mobi heading. Wabusa question, Mima Genesis. You're two about new year.
Yes.
And go for starting seven regular secretary. Name imagine.
Okay.
But I'm speaking to say, resource Yano. Omun will be on between Anya could do elections. Because this election result is the most abysmal, the most appalling, the most disappointing under the Fourth Republic. In the day now, can you don't own your support of a oh, they are saying me.
Yes.
Me said the menu are paying Macmenu year in 2009. You lose elections now. No, I lose say you. One was what they call 49.7%, and about 48%, and so say only a view. The open only an Kubi, the open was some Kubi, the general secretary, no, in two. So go the party for the Cacheno. I know me now, so maybe not the over. And you somewhere. The Cotran chain. It's immediate trouble we in a me. Obi a politician I trouble we are the very because that I trouble will be a credit no. What you say? You say near me ya Kateche on board or buy you say 168 or the about 137 plus 1 uncle or 32 seats. Obi so aba you never also lose 49 17 seats more. It's not they say was a co-election. But the other campaign the two be na wo dey na conform. It's not make catch us me dey na me so munyina obi anko bi.
Should they step down? Should they do the honorable thing?
It's a matter for their conscience. It's not for me to say. It's a matter for their conscience. Yes. Say more Juma of this Juma ye ama aso eni a okubi wa enye den. Obi a winning power maybe a general secretary be or re-election or winning. Damboche did it. He occurred twice. Yombo occurred twice. Obi a baby akoba ho. Odi a it is a result no bana en so enia. That's why the honorable thing by stepping aside. Odi a say nyem na se be ka kire wo. Na media na menim say before media say megina bi no. And before media megina for the position no. Na me so mu na nya de obi abegina. Based on the results are in Sakai. But hey, we are talking about ambitions here. Inti you read the party for no work actually. This Okoyi presidential candidate in there. What me can be because it's a Ghana for Obatodum. The NDC be on person better. What you say? President can way not yo. What you? Say Obi misbehaving the party. President could discipline so discipline. I don't constitution man why.
No.
It you got to Okoyi president can now bob party in January. What's a unimo juma? And respectfully, no unimo juma. Because a party no, it's not run by, it's run from the base to the top. once you become a national officer, muna mo hwehwe around the party say mun share every week. Mun share every 3 months na kanina. E che modwuma. Modwuma ise mo ye. It will be a wire president. Though presidential candidate once elected becomes part of the steering committee, you know. And next one, excuse me, you know. And you know Juma say on the party in one job. And you know credit.
So you feel this reverse cycling is sort of a recipe for disaster?
Of course.
For the NPP.
My member of parliament in Prez.
Okay.
Every election cycle, every election cycle, that's my mandate. Our constitution, dear mammy. Between constituency elections. MED constituency executives.
Yes.
My two regional election, the regional executives. My two national, the national executives. My two presidential, my two parliamentary. My two maybe 4 years now. And I was say 4 years now. I go to one with power from you. Nibusao. Ghana, if you're a October president.
Yeah, true.
It's the idea of November. I come to October now. I'm the Mraba said the date October November now. A better president in January. Or as it young trainer, young caught in the following year. 70 man go to a president. Now my trouble and go to you. What to be that?
No, but why do you feel sir bottom top now the system now can and as a yes in you use the word convenience.
Yes.
Right? To
yes.
Convenient who?
Well, whoever is doing it, you know, it's a matter of convenience. Because you see, the party is built from the base. Or more police station for one better presidential MP. You cannot impose on police station, okay, say Wakotwaba, where you may as presidential candidate. Na ochna asana ko to form de no e form for the culture say na say ngena mtoba ma ebia honorable Eugene Boa change so my president candidate o mtoba ma no so mo de ye two om dem so dey say it yes o ma party for na wo form no e ba ne to aba no you can say the first obey leader no na ma party ni mo adwo me so otia o permanent master we say mo badwo is it want to create more problems
really?
Yes. What say tie adibia wo ya me hwe no one side o and maka tell say hwe and mo we are no more bebre or party mo in the end na cost to yen it's a high time we learned not to repeat those mistakes. Yeah, per se to about January it's fine money be anyhow. Yes, you call conference July we are August started polling stations that time no you start here you best start here you better conference baby, you know. Quickly they put it together. By late August, they started polling station elections. March, near year coordinators and constituency elections. I tried to say, sorry, September. Yeah, March, September, no year constituency and coordinators elections. Near year October, near year regional elections. November. Near national elections. Then January na still near 2 presidential elections. No. The structure will still be intact. They say we say amendments. Now amendments we are what is our police station where we are presidential candidate no. Now we are what's the country say afena ko to muswaba. What be that? O dey say and official here we are the dia sungi beba. The say the university no. You be ni pan be we no one about force now say we want one support to na concern start after we ko pen push say ye man kwan we ko we say man and more confusion alienation e ba party no until let's stick there's no rush we have to fix the party and one who fix the party and your candidate win election my party so be akasa oboa NPP na members we work say e Bawumia na me lose election no a party na lose election. Well, party the Bawumia call here. What I say? But he obviously is the you are the leader, but you are but the first leader in chess say one corner lose election. The party can be what party na the party in a year. Odo Obama craba will lose. And that is the key thing I said shit him. We are personalizing some, and I don't want it like that. Let's stick to what we think ought to be done now, and then that pyramid. A form of awareness now. It's young boko near 12 and you be a didn't a question there a normally in position. Ngina ebicha na nyecha na ebicha. Party no, we have to reorganize ourselves. By reorganization, no dey remember politics. But no, I don't just say we must rush to select a president. I can think and say, "Yina party, but you better mojo." That means you do a party with mojo.
But what make you proposals be in that regard? Same come here to
proposals. And I'm going to say, "Yeah, no, stay." Say, but say October December, and your national council the Beshem Ramain a conference between Sassamrano because down me change on board last Saturday. Kumasi, omo ye Kokoso constituency chairman.
Yes.
You're more the kind. Also, all our processes are rooted in the constitution. And if you want to vary any of the process, you have to go back to the council. Would be National Council. National Council, you want to negotiate you. And a conference to me, Pony Biamamo, a delegated power. What do I say? It is almost they must be put in a motion form and brought to conference for the party to decide on it. Conference, the conference executive, regional executives in a baby, MPs for one baby. That is the forum. All this man about. Don't bother said all this in Kumasi. You know, people are saying, oh, and I, by Nipa Crab no moon into my anyanocre. My judge of the people in the party don't believe. Omopa, Umuya, and I'm setting of one Casa. To go and defend it. What if I defend this? I don't know. Shomudin, Bomudin. You've been out here, Bobby. I'm going to defend this. I don't know more macro for Kanako Casa. John Board is a former general secretary. Why are you not calling this people to come out to speak to it? Why the same face, the same voices in the beer? I can't tell me.
You think it's deliberate, right?
Oh, of course it's deliberate. Of course it's deliberate. But you see, we are not going to allow them to do it because you're perceived by power. If you're not going to allow some personal interest, to subvert the interest of the majority, we're not going to allow it. You're perceived by power. And by power, who will be our vote. We don't want a situation where you say, I'm going to be a theatre. Yes, I hear it. It's the idea, you will say Democratic Party. You will be a Candy Pesoka. You will be a Fana Jemra. Not a Babu party. It's just a conference, put in the motion form and table it. Or the banner do not say, yeah, I'm about to abandon. Yeah, but I want to make a say, National Council take a decision. In addition to taking a final. No,
but make I say, Ura Cabinet Japan, that's our proposal, or the be Atuja, right? Yes.
Or before Casawetino. After conference, after National Council, Casawetino.
Wakasa.
And I'm to Casawetino.
Yes.
What's a man of guy?
Oh, that's in community, baby.
No, but
the fact is, he's also contested.
Suppose also the coin. Yes, or the concern Yama at the phone in an hour for phoning in a the current and the former, from police station all the way up. More friends say good proposal. I feel more the buyer, more police station, more doors no free. It means the argument I don't push it for early presidential primary. It doesn't hold. But what kind of land in last anyway? I'm from no be NTB. What do I say? I don't buy Namuji 2 Mona, and the manager of car say, and Nutian presidential and first. More they ban more police station for the free. And I'm aside from constituency upwards. And those numbers are not significant to do anything. Yeah, one vote, I'm saying to me in database. As a NPP, party attract power 33 years. You need a machine database. You don't want to. Move for police station. At the phone, anyone was waiting on a police station. We know one. Move for was one. So much we for police station for non change. Now, young far away. Complete the point is the only former secretary. What the so mama the term crown so no call. Me say dambu chitiase. Oyin to so echo there. Dambu chitio. Jombo do. They should call them. We must have a view of this. A view on this. Oh, that's do are there can say bonu are there people party being able support to, but baby we have too many issues on the table to solve, and just by electing one person is not going to solve the issue. But I didn't about to be any pabes 8 in the that's 7 wolf. Number who pay achieve then. I don't know what you will. And why then?
No, but from Chesani, I can say, what do you see wrong with the current leadership of the party?
You don't have to ask me that question. You are not being fair to me.
No, honorable.
No.
I have.
You are not being fair to me.
Especially as someone who intends to.
Yes, anytime you are not being fair to me in the CJ.
Really?
Yes, say when we say me ko jina election.
Yes.
Me no be contest. Nipa so akase obi jina bi o. Is a betra ha na me say be put on the table abra oni ha. I'm not being fair to the person. It's not in my nature to do that. So tia meka no so aka. No be etie. No be making decision. Oni ha bi. Me no ma me kwan say me kasa. Nse me ko ka bibi e fa executive no mo ni nyina ho a. More or less o ka ho bi. Your party no structure no. National chairman and general secretary are the two key positions. They don't go cabinet. No? What they say? General secretary are the chief executive of the party. What they say? It's all other things they take instructions from the chief executive. It's who can answer who attacking national chairman and general secretary. And I don't think it's fair so near the maker. But me ma join and the party for say cause oh yen iti. Me don't call na me o mai and I join na me do anajono. They see when you are mate. Me titi the people brave. Some come and read no more brave or platforms so. What I say? So these sentiments, no, sentiments are, sentiments are, sentiments are. What I say? In Kuffour expressing. Now this is the time for you to listen to all these sentiments. What I say? Now, mahwe de beboa ni aye. Say, ya hwe no ni antakle no. Na jampo se enkoyi. Candidate, ni candidate bibia bejo a me say the all canon the all kasa onim the all can. Well, this party is not run with just one person, it's run with people and divergent views. And I'm going to say, see, if you belong to the tradition, you do what is in the best interest of tradition. What do I say? And if you are acting because of a camp, you sing the song of the camp. I'm whining. What do I say? And what bad they say trans never discussion about it and discuss it. New never buano. Former MMDCs, Ekoshia aspirant near there, my MPs, Bukra, so Ekoshia, the former flag bearer, former vice president. You feel it's out of order. When you be so share me the first time on the share. I spoke to you as a member of parliament. Saying your police, delegate so when you're a member of parliament, you speak for whole constituency. They see to 2023. Yes. In the end, and why are you repeating the same mistakes? The history has taught us that we don't learn from history. What I say? So now pay Dr. Bawumia, on our pay Kene Japan, on our pay Brian Champon, Educhum, Boache Jakon, Yogati, Kwabre Japan. Yes or penal. But man show go to him. Go to Obama. Salmon mu yering in ano, and a cofasa, no man by a man for 43. What I say, ye to obey we said Nipana open Nenya. So when ya, and that's the first I told about sad in a coso part, a fair part naturally to Munyai. Like started in 2023. I late. Oh, that's a belated because some of these MPs may say, and what be a why see. Said that's a failure of leadership or a dereliction of duty. So my transfer as I say, some of these MPs are spokespersons for the aspirants. Is he we're belated? No man should be belated. I say, Ufia Utimuna Futu Quad anymore. None of sorry, one face of Futu no so. Naka Chomari and Futu about them. I've never used to so. It been a cosono. Belated. Because MPs may be spokespersons for these aspirants. I don't know him. The minority leader and then 3 days daily graphic front page 024 especially MPs say I mean endorsement in the keka hone ade no nyina no wo mu twa so enti etu beto ke say honorable afenyo marking kwame na afenyo marking to on sport obia beto che say but or can say any kwansi yi anim sport obia say dey about to be yes me am ti about me to be beto me sport obia ba min ko jina ba bin ko kasentia obi anam ko bibia e betia obi hwe Dr. Bawumia me 2014 na me yejuma closely NPP elections review committee or a chairman me and secretary ni Professor Michael Kwe or honorable Mark Menu nom ye na formal committee Me Bawumia closely for how many years now? Almost 12 years.
Yes.
Share honorable Kene Japan. Honorable Brian Champon. Honorable Educhum. Sankofu ina me no matena chamber for 8 years. People watch Japan. Why is me offer me new opinion? Kobre Japan same. Jogati no kwa me kasa no. Omu ina ye minu ano. The development pa ko jina be said abasa me dey so to be. Abana me to be. To be. But me ko jina be nko e bi ntia obi na me nko bi mu bi because obi oba bi na say me to be free na me to free me general secretary china. Is me to free obi ba say. Obi so me say Eugene there or they are fine a year there no to free am meko. You see, people must believe in you. You must be honest. What they are saying, no be oh, my level playing field. But I'm not going to swaba. I'm the same party, no. As you share, we be say oh, start of a mark of indiscipline because you need nomination. But I'm the same party. I'm not going to swaba. I'm going to chat on the swaba no. Any process FM. Well, how many beneficiaries?
They have a say.
Yes, they should have a say. Hey, now they you filing fees. The party is just only a referee. Controlling house, where see MP has a Grassport Stadium, has for sales and Pukman Sports Stadium. Okay, and yeah, they call a if any saying, they call what they say, Brekumasana, says how much yeah, team Saturday, a Brekumasana Park, only a bono. I say, you I say, the park, maybe a bonus. What do I say? It's you make it sure, say, oh my God, Swaba, they also have an input. What do you say? Because where what constitution working document and is made for man. 80 time be and yeah they assume brain so let's hear and that's some a
constitution kwa na mfanya adwuma engineer ni adwa nipa no kwakọ chene no
there be send here say nipa eya ko shia nipa 8 as say ko shia na mu be 6 and then move 5 class who general and more party yeah for time here so they are in the majority.
Okay,
all the party must do is just come around to that convergent point. It says, okay, so that do any kind of any samamo. It's moment you see, you must cooperation as a consul. Say, by we be we no be lose. The bay one be or come say, and so no be the akoshe. What do I say? And I'm on printing and miss my free party.
I don't want 6.3 FM. I say many. But the flag bearer is a very key figure moving into an election. Wadaroma flag bearer bang and an MPP here CA flag bearer bang. I mean a grassroots person, the same elite.
Now politician bang on your grassroots.
Obi o how can no?
Oh Debbie, you be a grassroots politician.
Oh okay.
Now say one a grassroots. A move four as one members of parliament. Dr. Bawumia since 2008 and our running mate about vice president. Why penny watch why campaign manager?
Yes.
I call the Ghana baby. I come Japan. Why general secretary? Omuna grassroots. Omuna Jogati. Also, I baby. Watching Ghana. Omuna be a grassroots.
And the flag bearer been a party in here CCA.
And our president for Kano, a problem solver, and somebody who is capable of uniting this party. That's all. You have to unite the party to win the main election.
Yeah.
Here. Maybe I made you man, I remember make sure it's a platform. And I might say, you know, my back when you go in election. But the common enemy is the end.